In this video, I'll show you the new features of Bookmark Jumper 2. I click Enable to turn it on. The first new feature is that we can now create sets. The first set is automatically named BM, which stands for bookmarks. Within this set, we can assign up to 9 different bookmarks. For this example, I'll choose this one here, and at the top, I'll rename it to Chair to make it easier to recognize later on. Let's say I want to save this current view as a bookmark. I'll just press Ctrl and 1 and the bookmark is created right away. Then maybe I'll switch to a view from above, just as an example, and create a second bookmark for that too. Now, I can press the key 1 to jump to the first bookmark, or alternatively, I can also click directly here. Depending on what's currently activated, the selected bookmark is highlighted in blue. I also see each individual bookmark as a thumbnail right here. If I click here now, we can view the first bookmark, and down below, the second one is visible too. Under Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, I select Bookmark Jumper and open its settings. I can then click Open Screenshot Folder to access the saved bookmark images. These images can also serve as a useful reference, but I'll go ahead and close the window for now. And if I want, I can now create another set, for example. For instance, I click here at the top and a new set is created. It's now called BM and I will rename it directly and call this set, for example, Book. Now I can set up 9 additional bookmarks. For example, I take this book and focus on the glasses. Let's zoom in here. Then I press the Ctrl key 1 again, for instance, if I now want to look ahead. Let's say something like this. Here I press Ctrl 5. It's completely flexible. I can now switch to the chair set with its 2 bookmarks or jump to the book set with its own ones. One set for the chair, one for the book, each with its own saved views. You can turn any bookmark into a camera by simply clicking the plus symbol, like I could do here. But I'll go over to a different one now and create the camera based on that saved position. I'll go ahead and click the plus symbol now, and as soon as I do, a new camera is created automatically. We're immediately looking through it, and since it's already locked, we can go ahead and adjust the perspective exactly the way we want. So, if I now press Ctrl key 2, a new bookmark is automatically created. We can see a camera symbol appear here, which indicates that this is now a camera bookmark. A thumbnail is created right here and simultaneously saved automatically in another folder. When I press the respective bookmark, like the number 2 key here, the camera is automatically selected. Then I can go directly down here to the camera, and then I can also go down here and, for example, activate depth of field. Then I could click on the pipette here and, let's say, click on the glass. And when I now press Ctrl key and 2 to set a bookmark, it will automatically overwrite the existing one here. And the whole thing is then saved as a bookmark like this. The nice thing is, all these values we're entering here, like f-store blades and also focus object, they're all saved as part of the bookmark. So, for example, if I now press 5 again, we see this here, and if I press key 2, this is also saved with it. So we see here the focus distance is saved with the bookmark. If I want, I could try something else. Maybe look to the side a bit and move the camera back here, behind the cup. Maybe something like this. I click on focus distance again and use the cup here as an example. Let's say I want to save this as a bookmark, so I press Ctrl and 3. And now it's saved here. You can see again that the bookmarks have been stored like this. So if I now press 2, it jumps to this one, 3 to that one, and 5 brings us back here. So, the individual bookmarks, the thumbnails, are automatically named after the set. For example, here the set is called Chair and position 1 is filled with the corresponding bookmark for position 1. So if I want, I can also rename it directly here. If I click directly on it now, I could call it, for example, my position, and click here on OK. If I open this folder now, we can already see that it automatically here, there it is. Book position 1, my position, has been automatically renamed here. So, at the very front is always the set. Then comes the position from 1 to 9, and then accordingly, the name I gave this bookmark. So if I now, for example, just click the X symbol up here, the bookmark gets deleted. I press OK, and the whole entry gets deleted, including the bookmark and the image that was saved with it. The same applies, by the way, when deleting an entire set. For example, if I press X here and confirm by selecting Delete Bookmark Set, the whole set will be removed, along with all the images that were saved within it. I'd just like to quickly show again that everything is really being saved properly. So I'll click here. Let's take these glasses as an example, set the focus on them briefly, and maybe create a bookmark from this. Then I press Ctrl and 6, for instance. And now I just want to set my camera here. I simply press here and say Ctrl and 7. So now we have the whole thing here. And when I go down to the camera and activate depth of field and just select an object here, let's just take the pipette and select the glass thing here. So then we can see I can now work wonderfully with the f-stop. And then I'll just say, this is the current view. Now we move in a bit, adjust the perspective slightly, like this, for example. Well, I'll press 7 again. Actually, just noticed I haven't saved it yet. So I'll click 7 again, move in a bit, like this, and click depth of field again. So, the object is in place. Now I just need to press Ctrl 7 to save it. I could also enable Confirm Overwrite in the preferences to get asked each time. I'll press Ctrl 7 again. Now it asks if I really want to overwrite the position. So, now it is saved. Now I might move a bit further away and want to take the focus, let's say, on the picture back here. So I remove it again and click on the pipette and then click on the picture back there. So now the focus is on the picture back here. Alright, now I'll press Ctrl and 8 here. That means we've now saved this view to position 8. And if I press 7 again, you can see that these objects were saved directly with the bookmark and appear exactly as we left them. So, and accordingly, the individual screenshots will naturally be saved here as well. If I want to delete something individually, I could, for example, remove bookmark number 7. I'll click to delete it and confirm with Confirm Delete, and it's gone. And then this bookmark with the image here will be completely deleted as well. Then we can simply exit here. Let's just choose a completely different position. I'll just take a chair here, for example. Let's create a new set and call this set Chair as an example. And let's create a bookmark for it. Press Ctrl and 3. And as we all know by now, the bookmarks image is also saved to the hard drive. And now, for example, I could delete everything in one go. Before I do that, let me quickly show the individual screenshots again. If I then decide to delete the entire set by clicking the X symbol here, you'll see that the folder disappears. And with it, all associated bookmarks and their saved images are automatically removed as well. That's it for now about the latest update of Bookmark Jumper 2. I think it's a really useful feature because you can now create up to 5 separate sets, each with 9 bookmarks. That gives you a total of 45 bookmarks, all of which you can name individually and organize in a way that fits your workflow much better. Maybe we'll expand that, possibly up to 10 sets. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. You can always change the shortcuts in the preferences. We can also change the whole thing here under the Save method. We can also use Shift or press Ctrl and Shift simultaneously if we want. But of course, it's completely a matter of preference how you want to save the individual bookmarks here.